Hello there, welcome to Gamer Ghost. I'm Gamer Ghost Dad, and today I just wanted to walk through some of our Xbox One collecting pickups for the months of August and September. So let's jump right in. Xbox One release, the Falconeer. Nice and complete. I also kind of look at the inside. It looks like it has a nice alternate cover. This is the Day 1 edition. The Day 1 editions just mean that you can essentially pre-order them and they'll be sent to you as soon as possible. So this does have a lot of the Xbox Series X markings, 4K, single player, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series 1. And what you'll notice that's unique on this one is the spine is completely different than the Xbox One. It says Xbox, just plain Xbox rather than Xbox One. So kind of unique there. Kingdom of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So a re-release, and I think this is actually a second re-release. Again, another different kind of cover. We have Xbox One at the bottom, Xbox One on the spine, Xbox One X Enhanced. So this will be after the Xbox One X is out there. This is a re-release of a re-release almost. I think they redid the game a couple times now. Maybe just once, but this is Xbox One Enhanced, so good addition to the collection. Them's Fightin' Herds Deluxe Edition. So this is one of the newer releases, sealed, Xbox on the spine. I'm not going to open it up right now, but I will say to the disappointment to maybe pure collectors, I do plan to open all of my collection at some point. And the reason I plan to open my collection is I want to test each and every game and evaluate how playable it is without Xbox Live, how playable it is without an internet connection. Someday when the servers come off, how useful is this physical game disc going to be in the future? So that's a big project for me later that I'll talk more about. But awesome, brand new release. Okay. Just for Xbox One, Pac-Man Museum, 14 great games, also sealed new. I really got this because whenever we go on, I work as a consultant, and whenever I go on trips with some of my coworkers, we'll always hit an arcade, and invariably there's always a 4-player Pac-Man Battlemania or a 4-player Pac-Man Battle. And it's always a blast to have. So for local, that's always fun too on the Xbox. But yeah, again, looking at the spine differences, just Xbox, just labeled for Xbox One, but labeled in the style of the newer games. So that's what's interesting about this. So targeted especially for Xbox One, but not for Xbox One X, released in the same time period. XCOM 2 Collection. So originally I knew I had XCOM 2, but again, there was a collection released. And this is pretty unique. It's actually a 2-disc collection. The first is the play disc. The second is the data disc. So this includes the original XCOM game, the DLC packs, War of the Chosen expansion. So came out in the Xbox One X era. Cool release. Got a little bit of sticker damage on my case, but I can take care of that. So excellent. Beast Quest. I mean, how many Quest games have been out there that look somewhat... I can't say I've never played this game, but something about it just looks cheap to me. But when you look at the screenshots, everything looks in order. Looks like a nicely made game. But single-player game, Xbox One on the spine. No manual or other edition, just the game disc. Looks okay to me. So good to have that in the collection. Citadel, Forged with Fire. Boy, that dragon looks awesome. Again, some differences, unique differences here. Have the spine on the bottom. This is a Xbox One X era game with 4K. Nice game, complete with discs. No materials or manuals. A lot of the games didn't come with materials. Some of them came with, the safety sheet. But a lot of times the safety sheet is printed on the inside. It is interesting to look what's always on the inside covers of these. So, as we start to build databases of Xbox One for collecting, I'd really like to see scans of the insides of the games, not just the outside covers, so that people can see what was there. Maybe there's an alternative cover on the other side. Dungeons 3. Brand new game, but looks like I have some packaging damage. Not a big deal for me. But Xbox One game. Don't know a lot about the Dungeon series. It's by Calypso. Published by Calypso, who makes some great games. Looks really cool, kind of an isometric dungeon crawler kind of game, which I really enjoy. Xbox Live multiplayer and co-op multiplayer. Alright, here we go. Spirit, Lucky's Big Adventure. Xbox One, Xbox Series X. This is unique again. Let me pull one of my Xbox One games out, in that it actually says Xbox One, but on the top it has Xbox One, Xbox Series S. So this probably was one of the early kind of cross-platform releases where this is a brand new, really. Yeah, used game, single player, based off a cartoon. In the collection you go. Blasphemous Deluxe Edition, excellent game, very popular. Again, pretty unique. Xbox One on the top, Xbox One on the side. Single player game. It's just mentioned. It's funny, this is just mentioned on the back for Xbox One X, but it will play on the Xbox One. Excellent game if you haven't played it, on many different platforms. Mass Effect's Legendary Edition. This is another one of those releases that kind of slipped under my radar. So it is cross-release. You can see it's for the Series X and the Xbox X, Xbox One X, and the Xbox One. This is the Legendary Edition, the remake of the first original game. And, I had what I thought were the complete collection of of games. Looks like I've got a instruction sheet that's a little bit mangled there. And I have a purchase. This is another multi-disc game, which is pretty crazy when you think about the size of these discs already. Yeah, great to have that one too. Surviving the Aftermath, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, kind of almost has a Sims a Civilization kind of look to it. Survive and thrive in a post-apocalyptic future, totally awesome. We have the discs, no manual. Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox One on the spine, pretty cool. The Golf Club Collector's Edition. So this would probably be a in the flow Xbox One X release. Have a little bit of cover damage, so I can update that. I do like it when they have any type of manual whatsoever, even if it's basic controls. I mean, just helps you really get into it. We have the downloadable ebook, which will be interesting to see if that still works. But yeah, we have the disc. Box looks okay, or the cover looks okay. Box is a little gnarled, but we'll get that taken care of. I think you'll find a lot of these where there used to be a tag. You'll see some damage where the tags used to be, just as people try to remove things. Kind of the bane of my existence in buying a lot. When I have to source a lot of things from GameStop, which is one of 2 local stores that we have here. The mom and pop store doesn't deal in a lot of Xbox One yet, but they're getting more and more as people start to trade in their games for newer systems. But here's a classic, Just Die Already. What a title. Old People Mayhem Sandbox. Excellent. But this is a Xbox One, Xbox Series S, rated M, has the disc, looks pretty good. Might be an interesting game to give a try. Single player, online co-op, Xbox One X. Alright, I think I'll make this my last one. We'll make this a multi-part video. I have a stack about the same size as what I've gone through, but next we have Stranded Sails, Explorers of the Cursed Ocean. Have our spine on the bottom for Xbox One, normal Xbox One here, very kind of basic back. Looks pretty cool. I kind of like that low poly look of these games. Single player looks like also a fun game to give a try sometime. Well, everyone, I think that's it for this round. We'll take a look at the second half of this set in a future video. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves.